I have now seen every single one of the Christopher Nolan films, and I can now say the Odyssey is by far the best one. And let me tell you, this movie is amazing. I have no complaints other than the start of the movie being a little bit confusing, but this movie is by far like a 9.0 out of 10. It's beautiful, it's got a great story, amazing acting, but it just wasn't my favorite movie because it still was a little bit confusing and it just didn't hit all the spots for me. But now, let me explain why it is better than every other Christopher Nolan film that exists. And to start, I must be like stupid or mentally messed up or something, or even a little bit of the R word, because not a single one of the Christopher Nolan films I've just been able to watch and understand what the freak is going on. Like, I watched the Oppenheimer movie when it first came to whatever streaming service it was on, and let me tell you, I was lost. I have no clue what was going on in that movie. All I know is this dude built the nuke and he's really smart. And the end scene is the only good part of this movie when they blow the nuke up and it's just like dead silent. And the music right before that, that is the only good part of that movie. And I will stand by that. The rest of the movie is just dumb stuff going on constantly. And compared to the Odyssey, Odyssey does it perfectly in my opinion. They explain everything at the start and let you know what's going on, and then they start to fill you in later on and like piece everything together. This is one of my favorite things movies do, because if you didn't know, I'm the biggest One Piece fan you'll ever meet, and that's literally all One Piece is just like little hints from the start of the show that they're throwing at you at the end, and they're just like, hey, this happened, and now it's like one of the most relevant things in the show, and it's like a rewind moment. You're like, oh shoot, that was really important, like that meant something, and you just didn't know it. So I think those kind of things are really cool, and they give you a chance to like piece everything together. It's one of the most fun things you can do in a movie. But the Odyssey is the only Christopher Nolan film that I've actually been able to pick up on that stuff and understand what the freak happened in the movie. Moving on, we're going to talk about stupid people, because literally, why does anyone complain about the casting in this movie? Literally every actress in this movie, every actor in this movie plays their role so well that you can't even tell they play other characters. Let's take Robert Pattinson, for example. Before this movie, all I knew him really for was Batman. All I could see him as was Batman, pretty much. And that's probably because I just watched that movie, but still, all I see him as is Batman. And in this movie, you literally can't even tell, like, it's Robert Pattinson. That's how good his acting is. Like, obviously, you look at him and he's Robert Pattinson and everything. His personality does not show out whatsoever, and it's crazy. Every actor is like this. Other than maybe Tom Holland, maybe. But he's still like, every character he does is like that young kid kind of vibe. So props to literally everyone. They did amazing. And my next reason I'm saying this is the best Christopher Nolan film is this movie's visuals mog. Literally, I think every movie I've ever seen, second best would probably be Interstellar. If I had to like rank them on visuals, second best would be Interstellar, and this would be number one for sure, because this movie is beautiful, dude. Every scene is real. Everything is like avoiding CGI as much as possible, even down to like the unrealistic like humanoid characters. They're still real people. They're just upscaled or like messed with to look like the way they are. And everything is practical effects, and it makes this movie 10 times better than it would be. And finally, we're jumping to the topic themes. This movie does really well with keeping the theme to what it should be. And what I mean by that is they kept to the depictions. They didn't overdo like the redesigning or anything. They didn't make it seem too realistic. Like, they didn't make the Cyclops small or anything, like to make it seem like it would be in real life. And they didn't redesign any characters to make them seem more modern, I guess. Like, I'm mostly talking about Agabon here, or however the heck you say his name. He has that sleek black armor and everything, and it looks modern, but it still looks like it could have been from that time period. As well as he could have just totally removed all CGI from this movie and made it super lame, but he didn't, which I respect. Like, he could have tried to force a fake whirlpool and it'd be super lame or something. But going back to Agabon, or however the heck you say his name, he was aura farming the freak out of this movie. Like the scene where they open the doors, I was straight up tearing up from the aura radiating off the screen. So yeah, comment if you think any of this is even valid, and like, sub, bye-bye.